Okay, people. I've been sitting with this energy for quite some time now. Pretty much since all this stuff's been coming out. And my dad and I are very highly spiritual, intellectual people. And we have long conversations. And we kept saying, okay, yeah, we understand that the people in charge of the music industry and Hollywood and the Masons, okay, the Freemasons, the people in charge of all this stuff, these elitists, yes, they are evil. But is Masonry inherently evil? Is Egyptology inherently evil? We're not understanding why these things are evil. We understand the people in charge who are trying to enslave us, control us, feed off our energies, get us to do all their work for them. They're inherently evil. I mean, not inherently, they're evil. But the symbology and all these things that they're using, how is the all-seeing eye of God and all these pyramids, how is this stuff inherently evil? The thing is that it's not. Okay, the corrupt elite in charge, the 1%, whatever you want to call it, yes, they are evil, liars, manipulators, okay? But, okay, this box right here, let me turn on the light so we can see this properly. I got this box during the summer at the thrift store, and it called to me because there was a rose on it. And I didn't look it up until today. It says "Dat rosa mel apubus." Okay, it's just a little like box from Bob's Boxes, whatever. Okay, it's a rose. There's the bee, and it says "Dat rosa." There's the top of it. "Dat rosa mel apubus." I don't know if I'm pronouncing that all right, but. So I look it up, and it leads me to this website. It's www, I'll put it in the description box, www.abovetopsecret.com. All the W's, .abovetopsecret.com. And he starts by saying how he passed by this bank, and he kept, passed by it many times, but for whatever reason on that day it caught his attention that this Masonic symbol above the door at this bank, why is it there? He just, for whatever reason, it called to him to research this, okay? And you can look this up for yourself. I'll put the link in the description box below, but it's, like I said, abovetopsecret.com. And what this saying is, I think it said in this one, maybe in another one. Basically, the life comes from the bee. Let me see if I can find a the rose gives the bees honey. That's what "dat rosa mel apubus" means. The rose gives the bees honey. And I got this box because of all these rose synchronicities I was having with the soul brother in my soul group. And like I said, I got it like months ago, but it didn't really call to me till today after I watched the Kanye video. And it's funny because my soul brother just posted something about that, and I'm like, I just got done watching that, which led me to looking up "Dat rosa mel apubus." The rose gives the bees honey. Okay, the rose gives the bees honey. So think of bees, the hive, okay? Just like ants, they serve the queen. The queen represents the divine feminine. So, and you need to research debunking too, okay? there's different ways of debunking, okay? The evil people, these elitists that are in charge of Hollywood, the music industry, advertising, government, anything that separates you from God and your innate power given to you by God, your sovereignty from God, that everything's free, the land, okay. Anyone who interferes with that is evil, okay? They know the power, the manifesting power of the divine feminine. So they want you to believe that it's evil so that you never know the truth of the manifesting capabilities and the power of the divine feminine energy. They know it. These people in charge are not idiots, okay? The devil is very crafty. He's very smart, knows more than you could ever know. But is not omnipotent like God. The omniscience of God. God is everything, everywhere, all the time. God is the creator. Mother, Father, God. Okay, even your Bible is a lie. It's mixed in with truths so that you believe everything that's in there. That woman came from flesh and bone of Adam and all the things against women in the Bible. Hello. It's in there for a reason. It's part of this whole programming. That's why God made me the way He did, to be, I didn't like to write. I love to write, but I didn't like to read. I hated reading. For school, I was like, oh man, all this stupid reading we had to do. I hated it. I loved writing. I hated reading. I was agnostic my whole life because there's so much just crap out there. How do you know what's true? It's just like, I'd rather just be agnostic. I don't know. That's why it's not like God chose me because of that. God made me that way for a reason. So that I would be aligned with truth. I was never indoctrinated by books, by the Bible, by religion, by a belief system. And just so you people know, that you're going to church every Sunday. All religions are practicing occultism. If you align yourself with a certain religion, and you go to worship and prayer, and you go to church every Sunday, that's occultism. All religions are cults. Anything that separates you from your direct connection with God is evil and occultism. I don't need a middleman. I don't need a Bible to tell me who God is. No, I have a direct relationship with God. I talk directly to God. We have conversations constantly. I don't need an operator connecting me. You give that power up to someone else, you're going to be indoctrinated with lies. You need to know God on a one-on-one basis. You want to know truth? Just sit with God and talk with God. You'll get your truth. You don't need to find it anywhere outside of you. God gives it to you directly in your dreams, through meditation. And the more specific you are with what you want to know, the more specific you will get. The answers will be as specific as your questions are. So these evil bastards, I hope I didn't curse because I'm trying to focus. Oh, when I get filled with the Spirit, I start yelling, cursing, stomping my feet. So I'm trying to keep it even keel so people can't dismiss the message and say, oh, listen, if she's cursing, I don't want to listen to that crap. Blah, blah, blah. So, these evil elite bastards in charge of everything, the government, big business, Hollywood, the music industry, it's all one evil entity. Okay? It's all one. The illusion of options. You go into a grocery store or any store and you have, oh, you got Dove soap, you got oil of Olay soap, you got this soap, you got that soap, and you look on the back and it's all Unilever. One company. Okay? It's the illusion of options to make you think that you have some choice. You don't. But you have the choice to align with the darkness or align with the light. It's duality down here on the physical plane. On this 3D physical plane, you must align with either darkness or the light. There's no having it both ways, and there's no neutrality. There's no neutrality in this duality. It's all perspective, your own spin on reality. So you can't be neutral, and you can't have it both ways. If you reject the light, then you're aligning with Satan. You have to not, if you want to be with God, you have to not only embrace the light, but you have to reject the darkness. So, the thing about debunking, my father and I, we constantly have these conversations of like, well, if they're so evil, I mean, we know the people in charge are evil, but if Egyptology and all the symbolism is so evil and Freemasonry is so evil, then why would they allow it to be all over the internet and YouTube and let those sites stay up and let those videos stay up if they didn't want you to know how evil they were and crooked and corrupt? So we're like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like they're letting themselves be found out. It doesn't make any sense. So the more I sat with the energy and asked God about it, He told me to look up what it said on this box. And that led me to the answer, which is, look at the Bible. Look at everything. Look at a woman when she's raped and she goes to trial. Well, what were you wearing? Why, they never question the perpetrator. They just go, well, what were you wearing? How many drinks did you have? Why were you out that late at night? Why were you flirting with him? What did you say? What did you do? How many drinks did you have? What were you wearing? Okay? We chastise and persecute the feminine because we know the manifesting power of the divine feminine, which is an energy that we all have the capability of tapping into, man and woman. Okay, we all have divine masculine, divine feminine. But the evil people in charge of everything, the elite 1%, whatever you want to call it, politicians, big business, all the CEOs in charge of the music industry in Hollywood, they don't want you to know how powerful the manifesting capabilities of the divine feminine is or are. They don't want you to know the truth. So of course they allow all this stuff, associations with Egyptology, Freemasonry, and evil, and Satan worship. Of course they allow that out on the internet, and they leave it up. They let it stay up. This group, Anonymous, they're all part of it. They're the ones saying Freemasonry is evil, Egyptology, all the symbolism, it's all evil, blah, blah, blah. And there's truth mixed in with lies there. They're saying the elite, the ones in charge, are evil. Yes, that's true. But these powers are there. You can either do good with them or you can do evil with them. That's the difference between white magic and black magic. These are natural energies of Gaia that we can all tap into to manifest for ourselves. So you can either manifest evil or you can manifest good. The only difference is when you manifest evil, it's not sustainable. Okay? Nazi Germany, it wasn't successful. Did they kill all the Jews? No, they did not. And eventually it ended. Same with slavery. See, you can manifest for a certain amount of time if you want to use these powers for evil, but it won't be sustainable. It will come to an end eventually and be exposed. So, just to be clear, the elite evil bastards in charge of all of it, yes, they are evil. Not inherently, but they're choosing, okay? It's a choice. Align with the light or align with the darkness. It's your choice. You want to stay asleep or wake up? It's your choice. You have a choice. I choose truth. I choose aligning with the light. I choose God. Constantly, all day, every day, I'm choosing, and re-choosing God and truth and light. Same thing with Halloween. All Hallows. Hallow means holy. They don't want you to... witches. Wit is from wise. You know, what was... okay, so... oh, Halloween's evil, though. See why they want you to think it's evil? Because of the wisdom and the power of the divine feminine, the manifesting capabilities. They don't want you to manifest for yourself. They want you to give that power up to them. That's the Leviathan. You're giving your power and your rights to choose up to an agent. You're saying, okay, government, you can act as my agent and make decisions for me. Okay, this person can be my agent. But okay, look at Hollywood. Look at professional sports. They all have an agent. That's the Leviathan. When even the presidential election, okay, presidential nominees, who nominated them? These are just people that decide they're going to run for president. Did the people nominate? No, we just get, you can choose this person or choose that person. So how is it a choice when they decide what the choices are going to be? You see the trick? Same with the products in the grocery store. They give a different brand names to make you think it's a different. It's no different. It's all Unilever. It's all one company. The illusion of options, just like Old Navy, Banana Republic, and Gap. Old Navy is the lowest end, then it goes Gap for middle class, whatever, and then Banana Republic, the high end. It's all one company. The illusion of options, the Seven of Cups in the Tarot. The illusion of options. So, Masonry in and of itself is not evil. Egyptology in and of itself is not evil. But the people in charge, these elite evil bastards, know the manifesting power of the divine feminine, which is what Egyptology is all about. The bee, the black and the gold, dot rosa mel apibus. The Egyptians were all about that. The black, look at Tutankhamun, the black and gold stripes, that's the bee. The symbology is all over. The honey, the bee, the divine feminine, the queen bee. Why do you think, what I was going to get to was February 14th, Valentine's Day. So Halloween's evil, right? Nope. All the way back to the Gemini Akash reading that I did months ago. You're going to see the lies for the truths that they are, and the truths for the lies that they are. They want you to believe this stuff is evil, because they know in our core that we're light, that we're God, that we're good in our core. So if they say that these things are evil, they know that we're just going to automatically reject it and oppose it and fight against it and not research it any further. Because they know that we're good. Inherently, we're good. Even these people who are evil and in charge of everything, they're choosing to be evil. Inherently, we're born good and pure. So the Bible lying, okay, saying, oh, we're the original sin all the way back, and Eve, the female was responsible for. Look, people, wake up. They want you to believe that the feminine is evil because they know how powerful the manifesting capabilities of the divine feminine are. So, let me check the time here. Sorry, I'm going off today. I'm straight going off. Last year on Valentine's Day, February 14th, I was lonely, I was depressed, I was whatever. Twin flame rejected me. Oh God. Oh gosh. So, I said, I'm going to give Valentine's Day my own definition. And then I just had a good day. And later on I was called to pull a verse from the Bible. And I can't even quote, but it's in the Bible. You Bible scholars out there, I'm sure you can find it and check it out for yourself. It's in the KJV. And it said on the 14th day of the second month, okay? Second month, February, 14th day, February 14th, that's Valentine's Day that we all celebrate. No, chocolates and love and big red hearts. Yeah, big red hearts. The 14th day of the second month was the biggest animal sacrifice in the history of humankind. 250,000 oxen. I am not even quoting it properly because I couldn't even believe. I'm like, are you kidding me? 250,000 oxen? Can you even imagine that many all at once? That's just the oxen. The amount of animals that they sacrificed. These devil worshipping idolaters in Israel. That's why Jesus was sent when he was sent. Because God was like, holy shnikes, look what the hell is happening to my people. They're going to be taken over by these evil bastards. Okay? The Jews back in the day were Satan worshipping idolaters. The amount of animal sacrifice that happened on that day, the 14th day of the second month, I believe it's in the Old Testament. I'm not sure. If you Bible scholars out there, go research it for yourself. You'll find it. I don't quote scripture. I just pull it open and God gives me truth. That's why I don't read the Bible front to back, because it's mixed in with lies. And I choose not to be indoctrinated. God gives me, whenever I feel called to pull a verse from the Bible, God guides me to the truth. The 14th day of the second month was the biggest animal sacrifice, evil, Satan worshipping, idolatry that's ever happened in our history. 250,000 oxen, I don't even know how many sheep, goat, this, that were sacrificed. They said the blood ran so thick that it poured out into the streets like rivers. The walls were covered as if they were painted with blood. The priests' robes were soaked with blood, dripping with blood. Oh, but we go, oh, Valentine's Day, it's so great, I love you, oh, chocolates, roses, woo! And then Halloween, All Hallows Eve, is the most saintly day, the most we're connected with the spirit realm out of the whole year, is All Hallows Eve. See how we're starting to realize that all these lies are actually the truth, and all these truths are actually lies? They're trying to kill the divine feminine, so you have no manifesting capabilities to create your life the way you want it, which is being one with Source, God, Creator. They want you to give your power up to the Leviathan, which is the politicians, big business, entertainment industry, the meat industry. Are you people out here claiming you're a prophet and you're a holy man or woman and you're eating meat? Go to a slaughterhouse and see how fucking holy that shit is. I'm sorry, I'm going to start cursing now. I used to be a Satan worshiper too, eating meat. That's what meat eating is. You're worshiping the devil. Murder, fear, all this stuff that's happening to these animals, and you're putting that shit in your body. Look at the commercials on TV. Oh, pork, the other white meat. Oh, beef, it's a chicken, it's what's for dinner. Oh, beef, you're a real man because you eat beef. Where are the commercials for whole, organic, raw fruits and vegetables? Nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables. Where are the commercials for that shit? Where are they? No, but they bombard you with commercials of, oh, pork the other white meat, chicken, it's what's for dinner. Oh, where's the beef? And they have some wholesome family, oh, the nuclear family of mom and dad and the kids, and they're so happy and respectful and loving each other, and they're a bunch of Satan worshipers eating meat. And people want to say, oh, it's just an illusion, it's just a matrix, it doesn't. If this is all just an illusion, then go cut off both your arms and legs. It's just an illusion, it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything, go do it, go on. That's what these evil bastards want you to believe. That meat is just a part of life. No, it's a part of death and the devil. And you keep eating that shit and you're going to be stuck down in that mentality, that slave mentality. The most righteous people, the Dalai Lama, Sadhguru Jaggi, the list goes on, Gandhi, the list goes on and on and on. They don't eat meat. Because when you raise your vibration, you get to a certain level of consciousness where you see the oneness and you want to do things that help, not hurt. That's why they form things into the shape of a hot dog and a chicken nugget, because they remove you so far from the actual animal that you don't even know that you're eating an animal, that it's murder. Meat is murder. But as long as it looks like it's reformed in the shape of a little nugget or a chicken finger or a hot dog, then we can remove ourselves mentally from its source, which is a living creation of God, a sentient being, and we have no right to to impose our will onto theirs and invade their sovereignty. Because us doing that to animals is exactly what these evil bastards are doing to us as human beings. It's the same thing. And they want you to believe that all the Egyptology, symbolism, and Masonry is evil because they know the manifesting capabilities, the power of the divine feminine. And they use it for evil. But they want you to believe that all of that is evil, so you reject it, so you never know how to manifest for your own life, to make your life the way you want it. They want your life to be the way they want it to be. So we've made this association with evil and all this symbology. That's why they let it be allowed on the internet and they don't take it down. Because they want you to think it's all evil so that you reject it. So you never truly know the manifesting capability of the divine feminine. It's time to wake up, people. You have to be willing to sacrifice the flesh for truth, because fear is what keeps you a slave. And you keep eating meat, you're a slave. You keep voting, you're a slave. You keep watching TV and listening to the radio, you're a slave. You keep consuming and buying stuff and going to movies, entertainment, and constant distraction. That's a tool of the devil, and you're a slave. You think college is the end-all be-all to knowledge? You think the Bible is the end-all be-all to God's truth? You're a slave! Wake up! Whew, I got about 1.5 minutes left on my camera. I just went off for about a half hour. I'm full of passion. I'm full of the Spirit, and this is how I get when I get full of the Spirit. So, sorry for the cursing. Please dismiss that. Don't let it affect you receiving the message, okay? That's just what happens when I get full of the Spirit. I just let things flow naturally, and sometimes the F word will flow out with it. So, I'm doing this because I care. I care about humanity. I care about truth. I love everyone. I am participating in the oneness. I love you. I care about you. I want you to wake up. Blessings to you all, and peace be upon you all.